If there's a rabid dog.
We wouldn't rule out making all Muslim Americans register.
Tant que vous continuerez à bombarder.
As long as you continue bombing, they warn, you will never find peace.
You want me to be calm? Do you know how them bullets hit my son? What they did to his body as they hit his body?
It's been a long and challenging year, but we keep moving forward. We may not always get it right, but we see the impact of our work every day. By investing in and enriching our community and country, pushing back against Islamophobia, empowering tomorrow's Muslim leaders, and securing America and our place in it as home.
Muslim Public Affairs Council.
With offices in LA and DC and thousands of supporters throughout the country, MPAC continues to forge a new path, influencing government at the local and federal levels and shaping public opinion.
And so whether that is political extremism here in the West or the violent extremism that you see from ISIS, I think we all have to stand up together as one body against any kind of hate.
Now, we know this year some of our programs and initiatives have been met with criticism, particularly our partnerships with law enforcement. And we recognize the broad spectrum of ideas within and outside Muslim communities that enrich the conversation. However, in the prophetic tradition, we strive every day to cooperate and partner with others in pursuit of what's right, not what's convenient, and ensuring our civil rights by embracing our civic responsibilities.
It is our responsibility to engage, to come up with solutions to these problems. You can complain about it, you can litigate, you can protest. At the end of the day, you got to come to the table to come up with solutions.
The only way that we're going to be successful in countering any violent extremism message is that communities are the ones who are leading it, and communities are the ones who are driving this conversation.
Familiar, isn't it? You're watching TV with your loved ones or at the movies with your friends, and all of a sudden it happens.
Principal Habibu. Prince Habibu.
Yes, it's insulting and ignorant, but most of all, it's frustrating. I'm not like these people, and I don't know anyone who fits these stereotypes. So when you're in class or at the office, and you see all that ignorance reflected back at you in all sorts of ways, you're left having to prove them wrong. But the truth is, it is getting better. Today, we see TV shows and films that a few years ago would have never seen the light of day. Representations of Asians, African Americans, Latinos, and the LGBT community are steadily changing. And we are here to ensure that Islam and Muslims are a big part of that sea change. For the past 6 years, MPAC's Hollywood Bureau has cultivated relationships with the film and television industry's writers, directors, and executives, consulting on script development, casting, and helping promote works of courage and conscience. We work in the industry for one reason and one reason only: to get better, more accurate, and more meaningful stories told about Islam and Muslims.
How do we deal with humanitarianism, especially in how the people of the Middle East and South Asia are dehumanized?
Don't be so fast to judge what's good and evil. There is good in every single one of us, and there is hope for every single one of us.
Thank you all, and especially MPAC for not just this award, but also for helping in making the film. And it was a wonderful collaboration we had, and also a wonderful representation of kind of what the film is trying to say as well.
Summa to me is the same thing as the Muslim struggle, it's the same thing as the Jewish struggle, it's the same thing as the gay struggle. And I feel like it's a universal story that so many people can relate to.
We hope to portray the true and beautifully human face of the American Muslim population for all to see, and being honored today, actually allows us to believe we may have achieved some of that goal.
I always knew I wanted to do something important in life. As a Muslim American, sometimes it feels like it's hard to know where to start. Should I enter politics, entertainment, journalism, or community service? I wanted to do it all. A few years ago, I learned about MPAC Young Leaders Summit, which gets young Muslims from around the country to get a clear idea of what a career in government, media, and entertainment industry looks like. We met with senators, studio executives, and award-winning journalists. And most importantly, we took the time to really examine our strategies and purpose. No other program in the country gives young Muslims the opportunity to take their passion and purpose directly to the seat of power and influence. This year, we met with the Department of Justice Attorney General and actually presented our concerns directly to him. A week later, on the left coast, delegates from the Hollywood Summit sat down with executives at Fox, CBS, and ABC, and for the first time, MPAC welcomed one of the world's premier independent film incubators in the lineup, the Sundance Institute. And we're proud to announce that since 2007, MPAC has conducted 25 summits, giving over 500 young leaders the opportunity to speak for ourselves in the highest seat of power and influence, and the demand keeps growing. Just this year, we launched CLDP, the Congressional Leadership Development Program, the first program that takes young Muslims looking to enter public service and places them into the internship inside Capitol Hill. Planting the seeds of change across the country in multiple arenas ensures that no matter what challenges we face, MPAC always looks towards the future.
Big problem in this country, it's called Muslims. We know our current president is one.
There's a mountain of obstacles and challenges. Violent extremists, Islamophobia, petty community infighting. People always ask me, how can you counter all that? Are you actually making a difference? I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that the answer is a resounding yes. But only if we do it together. Our strength to keep on fighting comes from you, our community. Leadership can be a slippery slope. Everyone makes mistakes. Success is determined by learning from those mistakes and reinvigorating our efforts. It is with great humility that we face these challenges head-on as representatives of this beautiful community. Every day, we are taking steps collectively, striving to do the least harm, working for decisions that push the envelope, to make persistent, lasting, and profound change for all of us and our future generations. We stand for substance over sensationalism, for building relationships over printing more press releases, for quality over quantity, for all the leaders who have walked through these doors the past 27 years, fighting for our civil rights. We are now producing young leaders for America, implementing the vision that Islam and Muslims will be a positive, effective, and vibrant part of American pluralism. We cannot do it without our community. We can't do it without you.